Hello, and welcome, my friends, to the next video in the Create Better Content series where I show you how to tap into your creativity so that you can stay consistent with your marketing and reach more customers. My name is Penny, and I'm going to guide you through this content development process because I believe in the work that I do with my clients and the work that I do here on these videos is it's just more than just me telling you to create engaging content, more than me telling you to post as often as you can. The idea is to create the content that's going to actually reach qualified customers. And if you want to learn more about how this process can work and how you can develop your own content marketing plans, I would love it if you would hit that button below and subscribe to this channel. And below, you're going to see several links. One of the links that you're going to see is for the content prompt playbook. This, my friends, is for those of you who are using ChatGPT and you are just struggling to get it to give you what you need. So this is a free download, and it's going to help you with like ideas. It's going to help you with question. It's going to help you actually learn how to connect what the work that you're doing in your business to what your customers need. So that's a free download. Go look for that in the description box below. And of course, there is always the link for the Marketing Strategy Collective program. This is my group program, and we get together on Patreon. And we get together even once a month on our Zoom calls where we can help each other. There's a topic that we study every single month, a new skill that we're learning of marketing to help you continue your momentum and to make more sales. And we can talk about that, but we're also there as a group supportive online space. So you can see what happens with your marketing strategy when you actually experience what it likes to get the help that you need for your marketing. So you see the links below, you know what to do to learn more. All right, so today let's talk about this ChatGPT stuff, AI tools, copywriting, all of that stuff. Because I'm seeing a lot of this out there. I'm seeing a lot of this copy that just feels very disconnected and inconsistent. Like it's just not leading anywhere. And let me say, I spend a lot of time on LinkedIn. That is my platform of choice. And it has everything to do with work and how I can connect with other business owners and talk to other people who are, where I could help them with their marketing and help them grow their businesses. So what I'm really noticing these last few months, is I can tell within the first, 3 sentences that this person is using ChatGPT and they just copied and pasted it right from what they got to their LinkedIn post. They didn't even put their own voice into it. And so what I'm seeing out there are just a lot of people talking about in these wonderful, eloquent words about their business, but it's not really leading anywhere. And if you don't give this information to your AI tools, if you don't tell that this is what I need you to talk about, and this is the direction and the path I need you to go, ChatGPT isn't going to correct this. It's just going to continue on with whatever you give it. So ChatGPT isn't actually fixing your content. It's just amplifying whatever's wrong with it. So what that means is whatever's already there, those eloquent words that you shared with me on your LinkedIn post, even if it was focused, and let's just say even if it was kind of scattered, I can see that your ChatGPT prompts are just giving you more of this. And more of this isn't going to help me, who is reading your post and could be a potential customer of yours, to think, A, what exactly are you going to do to help me in my business? And B, what do I need to do next to work with you? There's nothing about that. And I see this a lot. And I think that there's this frustration that's happening. Because from the outside, it looks like you guys are doing everything right. I'm seeing it. You're showing up. You're creating content. You're doing this thing that everybody's saying, be consistent, do the frequency, show up often. And you're using these tools because, like I said, I can actually see that you're using these tools and you're copying and pasting it because you leave the lines in there. Come on, people. The lines. You don't need to leave the lines in there. I think that's just a writing thing that ChatGPT is using. We don't talk like this. We don't say, let me tell you something. Line, take a break, pause. That's not what we do. I see it. But when you step back and you look at what you're actually producing, when you look at your content that you're creating, do you see the gap? Do you see it? Let me show you what I mean. So let's say you sit down and you're going to write content for the week. You've got your strategy, you've got your plan. So you open up your tab on ChatGPT and you ask it, give me 5 post ideas. And you get this list back. And you pick a few because, hey, that's a great idea. Or I really like how this one's going. And you say, okay, I'm going to do number 2 and number 4. I want to turn these into a post. So by the end of it, you've created some content. And you're thinking, this is really great. This is going to be great content. I'm going to put this on Instagram, and this is great content. I'm going to do a reel on TikTok about this. But this content. And you want to say, okay, but what is it leading to? And if the content on Instagram is like, it's just a standalone piece of content, and if the thing you're doing on TikTok was just because, I don't know, I thought that I needed to be on there because I haven't been on there in a week, it's just not really clear what it's leading to. And maybe the TikTok thing was going to be educational, and I'm sure that Instagram thing was going to be inspirational. And maybe you're going to do something on LinkedIn later this week about your services. But they're not connected in a way that's building momentum for your business growth. So even though you're showing up here on Instagram and TikTok and LinkedIn, and you're creating consistently because you're inspirational and you're educational, and you threw in that little post about your services on LinkedIn, you're doing the work. But are you really building your content towards anything specific? The goal, the offer, the revenue goal, how many sales you want to make. And this part matters because ChatGPT can't create that direction for you. It can support it. It can expand upon it. It can help you implement this faster. But it can't help you decide what your focus should be, what you're trying to move people toward, or how your content connects to your business. You can ask it to, and it's going to come up with answers on its own. And my ChatGPT does that all the time. And when I catch it doing that, I use the term drifting. And I say, you're drifting. I didn't give you that information. I didn't tell you to go there. I didn't ask for that. You're drifting. Because I'm the human. It's my business. I lived in this business for 25 plus years. I am the person that sits down across from that other person on a Zoom call, on a client call. And I'm the one that's responding back to you with emails as I'm looking at your sales page. That's what I'm doing. ChatGPT doesn't do that. I do that. So I want you to think about this. If your content post isn't clear before you even start asking ChatGPT to make that Instagram inspirational thing, it's just creating more of everything that's not connecting. It's creating more noise, not more progress for your business. And that's not a ChatGPT problem, my friend. That's a foundational strategy problem. Because your content doesn't become effective because you said, hey, Chat, I need a Instagram post. And there it goes. It becomes effective when it's pointing someplace. It becomes effective when there's a direction and a next step that I know that I'm moving in. It becomes effective when everything that you create stays in the same loop, I guess maybe is a way of saying it. So there's your content. You got the idea, which is connected to an offer. The content supports that offer. The post tells me examples of how I should buy it, why I should buy it. Rinse and repeat. And that's what we're doing here. But there's the part at the beginning, the idea, the strategy that happens before the content. So I want you to start shifting it differently. Instead of thinking every week, okay, here's my list. Where am I showing up? What am I going to post? I want you to start with this. What am I trying to move people toward this week? Am I trying to promote a specific offer? A service? Am I building my email list? Am I starting conversations? There has to be the goal. And once that's clear, everything else starts to align. And then when you go into ChatGPT, you're not just asking for random ideas. I want to do something inspirational on Instagram, or I want to do something educational on TikTok. You're doing more than that. You're giving it direction, and you're asking for support around something specific. And when you come to ChatGPT like that, or any of your AI tools for that matter, that changes the output completely. So instead of saying, give me 5 tips for this educational post on TikTok to teach people how to, I don't know, to work out better. I'm just making up stuff here. You start, that's what you're going to get. But how about you start with something like, okay, I want to talk about this problem in a way that it leads to this program that I am offering. So I want to do 5 tips to help people do X, Y, and Z, but I want these tips to lead directly into this offer. So you see the difference between that content from the first one, just give me 5 tips to stay healthier. You're just filling space. But when your content gets real specific towards a goal like this, it actually starts to support your business. And here's where I really want you to start looking at your content. Because when you sit down next time and you open up that next chat GPT or AI tool, tab that you're going to use, are you starting with a direction? Or did you just open it up and go, give me 5 ideas? Because if the tool is leading, your content will always feel scattered, will always be disconnected. It will always be like generic, because that's what's happening here. And so when we think about it from that place, when we give it direction and we tell it where to go, that's when the tool becomes useful. It becomes faster, it becomes clearer, it becomes more aligned with all of the things that you want to say and on the marketing messages that you want to get out there. And this is why ChatGPT hasn't fixed your content yet. It's not because you're doing anything wrong. It's because it's not designed to fix it. It's designed to build on what you give it. So when you are clear on your strategy and you give it that clarity, it will expand the clarity. It won't give you scattered ideas. It will give you connected, focused ideas, because that's how it works. So the fix isn't find me better prompts. The fix is get clear on what your content is supposed to do before you ask the AI tool to help you create it to begin with. Because once that's in place, everything else starts to feel different. You spend less time guessing, less time jumping between ideas, less time trying to figure out how you're going to make these disconnected pieces fit together, because they weren't really supposed to be together in the first place. And you'll spend more time creating things that move your business forward. So the next time you sit down and you open up ChatGPT or another one of your AI tools, I want you to think about how you're starting out with that prompt. It's not like, give me 5 of this. It's, what is this piece of content meant to lead to? And when you start from there, that's when ChatGPT starts to work for you. And once you do that, it not only becomes a whole lot more easier to use and a whole lot more effective, that's when you're going to start to finally see results to reach those customers that you've been trying to do with your marketing messages. So thank you so much for joining me today. If this episode is giving you some ideas to start learning new skills for your marketing, I would love it if you would hit that like button. And then do me a favor. Then I want you to hit that share button and then share this with another business owner, because I really feel like the conversations that we're having right now should be shared to other business owners so that they can get the help that they need. But if you are ready to take this further and want to join us inside the Marketing Strategy Collective, the link is below so that you can learn more and you can do more. Because we're going to take all of these ideas and turn them into a content plan that's going to drive sales for you. You see the link below, you know what to do to learn more, to get the marketing help you need to see some real success in your business. Because you are magnificent, my friend. And let me be the first to say, I'm proud of you. Until next time.